Well, we're seeing definitely a slowdown in activity. Things have pretty much gone on hold. There's some things that have been in the works that are continuing we're continuing to work on, but other than that, it's been pretty slow. We've had a few inquiries here and there, but for the most part, it's been things that have been in process prior to the shutdown here in Michigan.
And I would piggyback off what Mary Ann just said. It's been the same for the two of us. I've had a couple of deals, purchase deals fall through, and in large part because of COVID and not knowing where things were going to shake out once the dust settles. But yeah, it's just overall been significantly slower than normal.
I think there will be changes, but I think it's too early to tell exactly what those changes are. I mean, we can speculate on things. Potentially people might find working at home can work okay, and then they need less space. But I'm also hearing from people saying, okay, working from home was great for a little while, and now, I want to get back to the office type thing. So it's hard to say. I've talked to some other people who've said potentially, how is this going to affect furniture layouts? People who are in an open office environment with very tight, small cube spaces. Is that going to change how furniture manufacturers do things in the future? Will they be larger cubes, higher cubes, things like that? And I think it's too early for us to really tell how it's going to be affected.
Agreed. At this point, the majority of what I think the two of us are doing is just reaching out to existing clients to see how they're doing, how, the COVID pandemic has impacted their businesses, relaying information to them as we receive it, information on like the Payroll Protection Act and the CARES Act, just to make sure they have that information, whether they're a building owner or a tenant. And then also circling back around to clients that, we don't interact with as much, people we've done deals with in the past, asking the same questions, just seeing how they're doing. Not really pushing the business envelope a whole lot. I don't think the time's appropriate for that. If someone wants to talk business, that's great. But I think right now it's just making sure people are doing okay and offering up assistance in any way that we can. I've realized I need that social distancing, like going to the office every day just for a break. Love my family to death, but it's tough to get things done work-wise when everywhere you step in the house, there's like, oh, I could be working on that. I could be working on that. You've got kids that see you home and naturally want to be doing things with you. I've been growing my hair out, which is great. And that's not by choice. That's by virtue of not being able to actually go to a hairstylist to get it done. Funny story, like back in college, I had this preconceived notion that I should grow my hair out and perm it because I thought it would look really cool. So I went ahead and did that. My hair's getting on the fritz of probably being that long again. And unfortunately, the perm did not turn out the way I anticipated. It looked very goofy on me, but nonetheless, always up for something new.
So that's why you're wearing your hat, huh?
Correct.
I would say the same thing. It's kind of been, it's distracting. I feel like I'm not getting a lot of things done, like fully accomplished. You start working on something and get distracted by something else. The dog barking while you're on a Zoom meeting, those kinds of things. But we're making the best of it.